let's say for this trick, I hand the deck over to the spectator and they give it a shuffle. After they're done, they can hand the deck back, and I would explain to the spectator that I'm going to give them a group of cards here, and they're going to go ahead and take out any card they would like. So, let's say right here we have the group. They can go ahead and really shuffle these up, and they would go in, look at the cards if they would like, and they can really take out any one they would like. Let's say they take out this card. Now, I don't want to see it, but here's your card right here. And I'm going to show you the rest of the cards they could have had as well. So after this, the spectator can place their card face down on top of the pile, and the rest of the deck can go on top. So now I explain to the spectator that we're going to make 4 piles here, but we're going to count back from 10. If I happen to say a number and I turn over a card and that number matches, that will be considered a match and we will move on to the next pile. So if I count back 10, 9, 8, and the card I turn over is an 8, that will be our match. Now, if we go from 10 to 1 with no match, we're going to place one card on top of it to cap the pile. We're going to move on to the next pile. And jacks, queens, and kings are also going to be worth 10. So 4 piles, here we go. So 10. And jacks, queens, and kings are worth 10. Let's go again. 10. Okay. Let's go again and see what we can do. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No match. I put a card on it to cap the pile. And for the last pile here, let's go. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No match. We put a card on it to cap the pile. Now, these piles we capped, we aren't going to mess with, but we will mess with these 2 cards. So jacks, queens, and kings are worth 10. So 10 plus 10 is 20. What if your card was 20th from the top? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. The 20th card right here should be your Queen of Clubs. So, that is the effect for today. If you would like to learn how to do this, make sure to stick around for the tutorial. Alright, so this is actually one of those math tricks I was talking about in my last video, where you count back from 10 and you can reach 1. Okay, so this is actually one of those tricks. Now, there are a few more tricks I'm going to teach, but I actually like this one quite a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and show you this one first. Now, in case you're wondering about the deck at all, I'm using the Run playing cards, and I actually have a review on this deck, so I will leave that link down below. And what I did in the performance was the original way to do this trick. Now, at the end, I'm going to teach you some variations of the trick, like a prediction effect, and the spectator can even choose a card. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into this. Actually, one more thing is you need 52 cards. So take out the ad cards, take out the jokers, make sure you have 52 cards. Once you have those, you're all set. So you can hand the deck over to the spectator, and they can really shuffle these up. After they're done shuffling the deck, they can hand it back, and you explain that you're going to give them some cards, and you want them to take out any card. You're just going to give them 9 cards. Now, I don't think you have to tell them 9. You probably could if you want, but I like to say I'm going to give you some cards, and I like to do this in groups of 3. So 3 from the top, 3 from the middle, and 3 from the end. It really doesn't matter. They just need 9 cards here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. After they have these 9 cards, they can really shuffle these up, look at them, and they're going to choose one card, okay? So let's say in this case, we choose the Ace of Diamonds. They're going to remember this card, and they're going to place it face down on the table. Now, they can shuffle the rest of the packet here if they would like, and they can even shuffle the rest of the deck. But after they're done, they're going to take their Ace of Diamonds, and they're going to place it face down on top of their packet of now 8 cards. But 9 minus 1 is now 8 here. But I'm going to leave this face up just so you can see how this works. And then the rest of the deck on top. So now what you're going to want to do is you're going to explain that you're going to make 4 piles here. You're going to count back from 10 to 1. Now if you happen to say a number, let's say 7, and the card you turn over is a 7, that will be a match and you're going to move on to the next pile. So you'll stop at that 7. Now if you count back from 10 to 1, and you don't have a match, you're going to place 1 card on top of it for a cap and move on to the next pile. And jacks, queens, and kings are worth 10. You're going to do this for 4 piles. So you can really explain any way you want about what I just did, okay? So they understand the rules. So you're going to do just that. So you're going to go 10. Now, since I said 10, I turned over a 10. That's a match. Let's move on to the next pile. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I said 6, and I turned over a 6. So now we have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You will notice I didn't say any numbers, and I turned over that card. Okay, so therefore this is going to be considered a cap. You're going to put 1 card on it. Now you're going to do this one more time. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Didn't say any card, so put a cap on it for a match. So now you explain, the piles that are capped we can't mess with, but we can actually mess with these 2 piles here. So 10 plus 6 is 16. So you can explain, the deck was shuffled, you selected any card, we lost it in the deck somewhere, and then we just counted back from 10 to 1, and we got these 2 cards here. So now you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and the 16th card is the Ace of Diamonds. But before I reveal the ace, I like to keep it face down. With the rest of the cards, if I have any, I like to dribble them just to show them the rest of the cards they could have had. And then I can show them the Ace of Diamonds. So, that was the original effect. I hope you really enjoyed that. Now, I'm going to show you a prediction effect. I'm going to show you how to do it for the spectator to choose a card, and then I'm going to show you what to do if all the piles are capped. Okay, so let's get right into this. Who knows? Maybe the piles will be capped during the prediction effect, or if the spectator chooses a card. So then I can show you then. But the deck is going to be shuffled, and you can spread this face up, and you can show all of these are different. And all you're going to do is from the bottom, count 9 cards, okay? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The 10 of spades. Now, before you start the effect, you could put a card you can remember easy, like the Queen of Diamonds in the 9th position, but you don't have to. So I'm going to leave this face up. Obviously, it'll be face down. Now you can go into your prediction mode. You can write down the card. You can get a good sense of the deck. You can check out my last video called Big Figure and try to actually see a card and come up with one that way. I'll link Big Figure down below. But really anything you want. But now you're going to start counting back from 10, making the 4 piles. So this means that they're not going to choose a card, okay? So you're going to go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Okay, so I said a 4 and I turned over a 4. So before you actually start these piles, make sure you explain all the rules, just so the spectator is aware. So now we'll go again. 10. Okay, we'll go again. 10. Okay, and we'll go one more time. 10. Wow, look at that. So that means we have all of these cards to mess with. So 10 plus 10, which is 20, plus 10, which is 20 plus 10 is 30, plus 4 is 34. The 10 of spades should be 34th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. I show that they could have really had any of these cards, but the 10 of spades is the card you landed on. And then I can show my prediction or whatever. So that is another nice way you can do it if you don't want the spectator to actually choose a card. But now I'm going to show you the part where the spectator can actually choose a selection. And then I'll show you the part of all of the piles are capped. So let's say we have the deck shuffled and a card selected. Let's say right here, in this case, the 6 of hearts. What you're going to want to do is control this ninth from the bottom. So here's how I'm going to go about this. And I'm also going to leave links in the description box for all of these moves, all of these videos I'm talking about, and just all of that. So for this, I'm not going to teach this, but essentially the card is on top. It would be face down, but I'm going to do it face up. You're going to apply pressure to the top and bottom card. You can slide those off, and then you can overhand shuffle cards on top. Check the link down below if you want to learn the overhand shuffle. Then if you want, you can shuffle some cards from the front about halfway. You can then use your fingers to just push these back, and then put this half on top. And that puts the card second from the bottom. And then to get it ninth from the bottom, I like to spread in groups of 3, explaining that they could have had any card. So I go 3, 6, and one more for 7. I keep my finger on it, okay? So 2 groups of 3 plus 1. So 3, 6, 7. And then I can show just like this. So after you get down to the bottom of the deck, you can square up everything, lift up where your index finger is, put your pinky in, and put the rest of the cards on top. So now you have a pinky break. So then you can come over into a thumb break, so your thumb in the back, which is going to be holding the bottom part of the deck, and the fleshy part is holding the little block here, next finger on top, and middle ring and pinky in the front. You can use your pinky and your thumb to let go of some cards, put those on top, keep the break, and then you can do another packet if you want, and then all of them. Check the video down below if you need a more in-depth tutorial, essentially, of the double undercut. But now you have the card 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's one way you can do it. Control the card to the 9th position from the bottom any way you feel comfortable. And then you can go straight into the piles. So we have 10. Okay, we'll move on. Then we have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll put a cap on it. And then we'll go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Okay, perfect. 5, and I said 5. And then 10. Okay. And then you're going to add these up. So 10 plus 10 is 20, plus 5 is 25. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and the 25th card is the 6 of hearts. So, those were the 3 ways you can go about this. And the last way I'm actually going to show you is what to do in case the piles are capped. So you don't actually have any matches here. So let's just say our card is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The Jack of Hearts. We'll leave that face up. So we're going to count back from 10 to 1. And I'm going to have to alter this while showing you. But essentially, it might come a point sometime where you don't have any matches. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Okay, so let's skip that. So let's go 3, 2, 1. Obviously, you wouldn't do that. That would be a match. But I'm going to alter this because it's very unlikely this might happen. But it could happen. We'll go again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We will camp it. And we'll go again. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Okay, so let's go. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so in order for this to work, you're going to need the first 3 piles capped. And then once you have them capped, you're going to be here. So you say, okay, we have 3 piles here capped, and we found no matches. Let's see what happens when we count back from 10 this time. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay? And then this card will be the Jack of Hearts. So it should always come out on the 1. It shouldn't be right after the 1. Now, I don't know if that's because I had a Jack in there, but we can try that one more time and see. I don't know. So here's the Jack. We can go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe that was the reason. But right there is the Jack of Hearts. So you're going to want to make sure the 3 piles are capped, and the first card for the next pile you turn over is not a 10. But then the trick should work. So, that was the effect for today. I hope you really enjoyed this. If you're new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And also at the time of this recording, I just hit 260 subscribers. So at 300 subscribers, I am thinking of doing a shout out because I asked a while back, would you like a shout out or a question and answer this time for 300? And I only got 1 or 2 responses for a shout out. So if you would like a shout out, let me know down in the description that you would, and let me know what you would like shouted out. Whether it's your YouTube channel, your social media, or maybe you just want to be shouted out. Please leave a comment down below letting me know. The closer we get to 300, I'm going to make an official shout out video so you can put all of your entries there. But yeah, just let me know what if you would like a shout out, and if you would, what would you like me to shout out for 300? I think we're at 260 subscribers the time of this recording, so really close to 300. And that's going to be it from me. So I really hope you like this video. If you're new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you next week for some new videos. Bye.